The FA Cup match between Manchester City and Liverpool. Some people will say maybe it's a game of intentionality. Some will say maybe it is a game of who needs it the most, and most definitely we've seen that happen right there at the Etihad Stadium. One game that was supposed to go down to the wire, but looks like it was decided as early as the first half of that game. Manchester City at the point looked like maybe they were not going to be at the party, honestly. But then Erling Haaland scoring that first goal seemed like he got into the FA Cup mode, and that's exactly what has now happened. Manchester City are now into their eighth semi-final.
It's a game of intent for one team. It moves, and based on the results, it was Manchester City that did that, and it was a complete dominance from them. Looking at how things went in that particular stadium, at the Etihad Stadium, and the light of Haaland before now has already scored 4 goals in 2026. This time around, he was able to get on the score sheet by scoring an hat-trick. And the likes of Antoine Semenyo, since time in Manchester City, he has been one crucial player for them in terms of the goals and assists that he has been doing for Pep Guardiola. And I'm seeing a different Manchester City side, judging by what you saw at the start of the season. Now, after them winning the Carabao Cup, they have now moved a gear up. Now, looking at which trophy can we win, selecting the number of trophies they can win this season. The Champions League is out; they are out of that particular position. They have won the Carabao Cup. Now there are 2 trophies left:
FA Cup and the Premiership.
FA Cup. And looking at the other side here, in terms of the draws, possibly say that City are likely going to get to the final. A complete dominance from them, and I give Pep Guardiola a lot of credit.
Pep Guardiola and also the Manchester City side having a complete dominance in that game. I also want to talk about the Liverpool side, who seems like they were not really at the party. The likes of Mohamed Salah did not really, live up to what you'd expect. Don't forget, I missed the penalty in this game today.
Yes, for Liverpool, if we had to do like an overall of how their season have gone. At the start of the season, and the slot was giving over 450 million. Do the transfer window. He's in the Champions League, got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but in the league is out of their sight. I'm looking at how we judge based on this particular match. The game matches that played against City, this is including this one. They have all lost that.
City had a 3-pit against Liverpool.
Against them, and for the slots, these are not working for them. And I'm looking at that current Liverpool squad. And for Mohamed Salah, after he gave us that goodbye interview that he did, it's looking like he's going to end on the bad note. Looking at how because now, I actually know that game has gone out of hand for them.
Yeah, but should have buried that penalty.
At least give the team a lot of morale boost. If there's a possibility, they could come back. But I kind of believe that Mohamed Salah and Liverpool is now getting to the state that, like I mentioned the time we're talking about Salah, I think Salah needs to just leave us at this particular point. Things are not working.
And also Liverpool looks like a lot of things are not panning out too well for these two sides. And do you think that Liverpool, the FSG group, will be looking to extend Ancelotti's contract?
I don't know what he says for him. That's the
target, the goal for the season.
Because now they are still the UEFA Champions League. You can't take away yet, but they are going to be facing a top opponent in the UEFA Champions League. PSG. That is a huge market to climb for at the slot. And for at the slot, if you are judging, like I said, last season it was more like a club team. Now he has been given the funds, the finances
to build his own squad.
And we are seeing another team entirely from that particular Liverpool squad.
Alright, so we look forward to see what is going to happen at the end of the season between the FSG group and Ancelotti, as well as the Liverpool side. Flipping into the Manchester City side right now, you mentioned about Erling Haaland, you mentioned about Antoine Semenyo, and also one man that needs to be given a bit of credence in that game is Ryan Cherki, who also did an amazing, had an amazing performance in that game. For Erling Haaland, he's now had 28 career hat-tricks.
For Erling Haaland, he's a world-class striker. Nobody can take away that from him. And if he continues on this trajectory, there's a possibility that Alan Shearer's record is at stake. Because Erling Haaland, since time he came into the Premier League, he has been the top goal scorer.
I think he's had about 33 goals contribution this season already. Even in the bad season, he's having 33.
That's actually true. Because a different talent from now till the end of the season, if that happens, then a lot of teams have to be scared.
Of course, a lot of teams have to be scared because, like I mentioned, looks like he's now shifted into that final lap of the season mode, and most definitely a lot of things will be looking to change for Erling Haaland and also for Manchester. But if you're going to look at what we should be expecting from this City side right about now, as we're going towards final running of the season, can we say that maybe City might be winning about 2 more trophies or just 1 more?
It depends on Arsenal, because Arsenal is your dad now. They are into the semi-final, which is they're going to be playing at the Wembley. Last time out, they lost against Crystal Palace in the final. And Pep Guardiola is one manager that when he sees an opportunity, he tends
Yeah.
to utilize it well. And if he's able to do that, then in the small season, like a lot of people have criticized him that
Yeah.
he has spent a lot upon the ball. We are not seeing the results. But at the end of the day, if you have to look at it in an overview,
Yeah.
I think Man City stand a chance of winning this particular trophy.
Most definitely, Man City are standing the chance of winning one more trophy before we wrap up this season.